saying that I actually am on another platform where I blog, and there's a lady there that's got a membership site, and on there she had a 30-day Pinterest traffic generation program. And that is what I'm going to share with you all today. Clearly, what you want to do is some of the steps here. They don't require you 30 days, so you can actually collapse time and complete some of the daily activities that she's indicated, or really the gentleman is indicated here, and move well into your reestablishment of your Pinterest account or the beginning of your Pinterest account. So I'm going to share those with you today. The document will, in fact, be placed in the group, PDL group, and also in the Opportunity Launch official group. But if you want to take notes tonight, you can clearly do so. But I hope this will provide you with some guidance as to how you can ease back into your Pinterest posting. I also want to provide for you 8 tips to creating pins that will catapult you towards success.
Miss
So
Pat,
I'm hoping
your
that.
screen ain't showing if you're showing it.
Aaron,
Oh, you don't
yeah,
see it?
No.
no.
Oh my,
Yeah, you gotta accept it.
I did. Can you see it now?
Yes, ma'am. Now you cooking with grease.
Oh, I didn't press this button here.
Hey, I forgive you. I forgive
Yeah. So, with that having been said, I'm going to start this discussion or sharing these ideas with you tonight. It comes from your 30-day Pinterest traffic generation guide. Day 1, you want to make your business visible on Pinterest with a profile page. So what you want to do is go and set up your Pinterest account as a Pinterest for business. It needs to be a business account. And we talked last evening about the benefits of having that business account. I'm just going to quickly go through 5 of them. First and foremost, there's a Pinterest analytics for business accounts. I'm going to share that with you quickly as well. There are rich pins for business accounts. Number 3 is your future tools that are going to be coming very, very soon to Pinterest. They are constantly working on improving that platform. I believe it said that they were at like $34 million in terms of what took place on last year. Number 3 is future tools for business accounts. Number 4, settings are different from the business account than they are for the personal account. Now today what I did was I went on Pinterest and I actually opened up a second account. I wanted my business account to be separate from my personal one, and I do see tremendous differences between the two. This one, the business account, there are pins there which are called the promoted pins, where you can actually do payments. You can pay. You do pay for clicks. I guess that's what you call it. See, what is that saying? Clicks per, on Facebook, where you can create ads and they actually click it, and I think you can create a campaign right there on Pinterest with using the promoted pins. But I need to tell you, you have to apply and be accepted into this program as for that business account. So not everybody is eligible to actually create these promoted pins. There's a wait list, and when I get over there, I'll share that with you. They're also buyable pins. And this is, if you are a merchant on Shopify, then you can use those, and people can actually have a buy button on their sites. Just let me show you what that. I came here today and I opened an account for myself, and I mean, I'm really excited about it. The getting started is where you want to begin. I set up my account. It goes through here and shares with you about the business account. A little bit later, I'm going to talk about setting up your Pinterest button on your, on your browser there. But here's the area where you're going to set up your business account. How many of you all have actually set up the account? Saying, is my mic open or is it closed?
I'm doing it right
We're
now.
open. Said all your mics open?
Yeah. You're going to create that account. You're going to confirm your website. You do have to put a website in there, your business account. And then you're going to add the pin button. This goes on your blog, if you will, or on your website somewhere. You can place that there. But those are the initial 3 steps that you have with opening a business account. Under the tools area, this is where the pin it button is explained to you in great detail. The promoted pins are explained to you in greater detail than I want to give you during our discussion here. You also have buyable pins and you have the rich pins. So you can go at your leisure and study these. Please, if you're going to sign up for the account, make sure that you read the terms of agreements because there are some specifics there as to what you can and cannot do with this business account. And I was looking there, even in my presentation today, I used Pinterest logo, and that is forbidden as well. There's success stories here, and there's some PDF files that you can pull down and read as well on, during your leisure. That having been said, you can see that I have my little Pinterest thing here attached. I didn't get a chance to put it on. I went over to to Mozilla to actually do that, but I didn't want to log into my account. But it's there, and I am going to attach my. Uh-oh, please don't do that. I hope my screen doesn't go crazy tonight. I apologize for that. But at any rate, let me get back to this. That's no good. So you can read the complete details on those pins in the tool section that I pulled down for you earlier, just a few minutes ago. Our next point that I want to make is this. For day 1, what you want to do is to update your profile if you have one. If you already have an account, a business account, please update your profile, include all of your business information, your brand name, as well as your URL address, because that is what will actually, when you do your pins, that is what will populate automatically with your post. The second day, you want to install a pin plugin or a widget on your website. This is what is suggested for as a part of your 30-day plan. Now, the beauty of having our WordPress blogs, if you have one, if you don't have one, is there are some plugins that we can actually use that will just easily install the Pinterest plugin for us. If, however, you aren't working from the WordPress blog or you want to do your own or create your own pin, you can do so with a widget builder that Pinterest actually has under the tools section. But your second day, and if you want to collapse time again, I'm saying to you, please go through and do these steps at your own pace. But I'm thinking I was able to do several of these steps in a matter of a few hours. But if you've got a busier schedule, then you know that you may want to do it gradually, if you will. Put it in your to-do list. Put it on your to-do list. But you want to install the pin button widget or the plugin on your website or in your blog. Day 3, he says, you want to create original content to pin. Now, this I thought was important because last evening, one of the prescriptions that Pinterest itself gave was that you want to be authentic. So you want to create original content, valuable visual content. And we talked about Pinterest being a collection of images and videos, and we want them to be strikingly beautiful and attractive, awe-inspiring, if you will. And some of them that I've looked at today have also turned my stomach. But again, what it does, it has an impact on the audience, and it draws the audience in, and you're more receptive to click that pin and see what that person has to expose you to. But at any rate, the content can be either videos, it can be images, graphics, infographics, it can be text even on colored backgrounds. Now, a lot of what I'm talking about right now, information that I've already given you about blogging, that in your blog you want to have the videos, you want to have some great graphics. The infographics work great in the blog, and they're going to work great on your Pinterest, in your Pinterest account as well. But you want to do one thing, and that's to keep it simple. Don't make it cluttered. Don't make it uh, sometimes you see images and people have to actually they try to fathom what is going on here. But you want to keep it crisp, you want to keep it clean, you want to keep it simple. And so this particular day, which would be your third day, you want to begin creating compelling original content. Today on our morning call, we watched Ramon create an image, and he's been giving us a lot of exposure with working with images during our 9 o'clock hour. And you can look at some of Sands as well, our co-host, some of his images are very striking as well. And Moses creates some very compelling images that, they're kind of like, oh, wow, that is so beautiful, or wow, how did you come up with that idea? So you want to create some original content. It may take you time to do so. And you can also search on the internet and find very striking images. Day 4, he suggests that you have a specific goal in mind. Now, I don't know that I would want to wait until day 4 to do this, because what we all should be doing is identifying what is the purpose of our going to Pinterest. What are we trying to accomplish by being there? Are you looking to get sales? Are you looking to create traffic? Are you looking just to put a collection of beautiful pictures there? And that's fine and dandy, but you need to find a specific goal as to why you have elected to go to Pinterest. And once you do that, it will help you to focus on what's most important to you as you create your boards and collect your materials there. There's also the Pinterest analytics there that will actually help you to track the metrics that you're going to use as you go through your daily activities. Let me show you what that looks like. Here, hope this is the one. Here's the analytics area. And when I pull this down, you can see there's an overview of what's going to be offered through your business account. Your Pinterest profile, how people go in and look there, and you see everybody. It's telling me I need to check back soon because I just established it. Your audience, it will give you analytics regarding your audience participation. And this is based on what? Top impressions that took place within the past 30 days. There are impressions, the repins that took place, the folk that clicked on your pin, your pin, the likes that you got, and the pin type. Now, this is for those who are in business and using those rich pins and the like. And again, it's telling me to check back soon. Now, here we have the important aspect of anybody who's online needs to have some kind of analytics associated with what he or she is doing. You want to know what's working, what's not working, so that you can tweak it. And those of us who have the PDL social auto poster, we have analytics in that system as well. But Pinterest has its own, and you also know that on Facebook, if you've got a fan page, you will also get a weekly update as to what's going on your page as well. So you need to be evaluating all of that to see what's good, to see what's bad, and look at your feedback that you're getting from your visitors. But this is what the analytics looks like. And this information right here has to do with the ads that you do via by way of those rich pins and the promoted pins. So I'm not going to be touching on that. But here's where your analytics are. Please, by all means, go and study what's going on with your Pinterest account. Those of you who have existing accounts right now, you can in fact merge your two accounts. If you don't want two separate ones, you can merge them. Last evening when we talked, we learned that you can have 500 boards. I don't know if Morel is on our call tonight, but I was thinking in my mind after we got off the line, I don't know if you can have multiple business accounts or not, but my thinking is once you fill out that application, they will be able to determine what's going on in terms of website. If you've applied for a business account wherein you wanted to use those pins, those promoted pins or the rich pins, it's going to trigger something with them. I don't know. You may want to, again, call, send an email or go through the support and find out if you can, in fact, have multiple accounts. But with 500 boards and an opportunity just to make yourself Patricia Reynolds online or San Warren marketing techniques, you could therein create or bring in all of your business opportunities within an opportunity to use 500 boards. I think you can safely do everything right there. Okay? Let me go back. I hate to get off on these tangents. Sorry. So number 4, have your specific goal on that 4th day. Write it down. Use it as a yardstick of measurement as you go through your dealings with Pinterest. Goodness. On our next day, which would be day 5, he gives us this as our task. You want to create specific and appropriate boards. And you can see that these are going to overlap from time to time. At this point, he tells us you're ready to create specific boards. And these boards should be relevant to your brand. And I think throughout all of our discussions, we've talked about branding ourselves. Someone today made a great observation, as I recall. You should never try, or you should avoid, I'll use that word. Never is one of those words we don't use. But you should avoid branding the company. You want to brand yourself, what you stand for. What are your goals? So if you have a fashion blog, he suggests, you need to be focusing on dresses. Your board might, and you're focusing on dresses. You would want to address styles, colors, cuts of clothing, seasonal, etc. And these boards will show up in the search when visitors are looking for specific terms, because there's a description area, that everybody should be putting information in that will help visitors, followers, potential followers look for and find you. Okay? So your task for day 5 should be to decide which boards you need to create and then actually create them. We come next to day 6, and on this day, what we're going to do, is to create a blog board. Now, you know I'm loving this one. Those of us who blog, he suggests that you create a board that is specific to your blog articles. And here, your followers can easily follow your blog post and can follow that blog board. And the title, he says, of this particular board should be the same title that you have for your blog. So every time you write a blog, you want to pin it to this board. And he suggests too, in black and bold in print here, that you want to provide a short summary or a quote from that post, or a quote from the post, or an image that represents that post, and link it back to your blog article. So day 6, you can set up your blog board. I did that within a matter of minutes. The only thing that I didn't do was to populate my blog board with, many of the articles that I have. Now, here's the other thing. If you've got several blogs, then you can have several blog boards. So that opens you up for, another one in the 500 boards that you can create. And I say that tongue in cheek. The 7th day, you want to create a daily pinning routine. Now, we all like to schedule, our activities. So this goes down on your to-do list. He suggests maybe 10 to 25 minutes a day that you would actually add new pins to your site. I think there was a day when I did a training on the blogging and how you want to get your blogs together. You can do it at the end of the month. You could do it at the end of the week. You can do your blogs bi-weekly. The same could be true with this. The beauty of that social auto poster that we have is that we could put all of our scheduled pins right in there. All of our images could go right into that social poster because now we have the feature of the bulk posting. So that would eliminate a lot of time and drudgery of doing a daily task of making our pins. This guy says that about 20 pins a day is a good goal. And I was telling you all last night that someone had recommended that you might do 5 a day versus 20 a day. So somewhere therein, if you've got several boards, you could be posting to each one. One of the questions that I asked Ramon this morning had to do with how that Pinterest board, how that social auto poster is going to be set up so that we can determine which board is being posted to. And so he was unable to tell us right now, but once that is found out, we will determine what to do with that posting. And I think it's going to be a fabulous thing. It's always about saving time and effort through automation. But here's the other good point that this guy gave. He said one good thing about repinning other people's pins is the fact that they will receive a notification that you pinned their stuff. And when they do that, they'll check back, they'll check out your pins and may begin following you as well as repinning your stuff, spreading your content among their followers. And I only come back last night, I think Jen said this had happened to her. Jen, you said, I don't know if you're going to talk about it. And yes, it was one of these scheduled activities that I wanted everybody to, take part in, because the repinning of other person's pins is like sharing information on Facebook. If you share someone's post on Facebook, a lot of times what we should be doing is saying, oh, thank you for sharing my post, or what was it about my post that you thought was so worthy of your sharing it with your friends. And that opens the door obviously for relationship building. And I think Jen said that by way of that, she was able to increase her following. Okay? Jen, I'll let you address that a little bit later if you don't mind, okay? So this task is to create a time slot in your daily schedule that you'll pin at least 5 to 20 pins to your board. On day 8, you want to make your blog post pins easy to find. And all that means is in your account setting, there is a button that you want to switch from private to public. And you want it to be switched to public so that the search engines can actually find you. Because you are, in fact, going to be using, well, I hope that you'll be using keywords to help the search engines, find you. There's a whole section here in the getting started. I believe it's in here where it shares with you how to do your keyword search so that you can populate your descriptions with those words, writing your descriptions properly. And if not here, then I'll get an article for you that will help you identify searches for the keywords for this Pinterest platform. So set your privacy settings to allow your pins to be indexed. That's on day 8. When we come to day 9, you want to include a call of action. You probably remember those who have been on the platform with me as we were talking about our blogs. You want to make sure that there's a call to action in your captions. You want to put it in your descriptions, if you will. Some of those call to actions can simply send your post to a landing page. Let me see. I actually created one. Excuse me. Where am I? So I haven't filled in my profile, done all of my settings, but you can see there's a billing associated with this too, and that's for those pins I spoke of. Okay. So I have created, oh, this is saying 0 boards. Oh, a little hint here. My boards are, I think, secret right now. I'm not sure how they're situated, but there was a little tip that a guy gave in one of the videos that I was listening to. He said that you may want to keep your boards secret, especially if they look like this one, where you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pins there. You may want to keep it secret until you're actually able to have a full, a board worthy of, sharing with others. But this was a post that I did just to illustrate to you all what we meant. This is a video.
Okay, welcome to our opportunity to launch overview presentation, and looking forward to sharing this new marketing system with you. It's been
okay, and it's actually saved to my board, which is called Tips for Entrepreneurs. And then if I click this, it takes me out to a capture page. And in my little description area, it said something to the effect, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to learn tips about marketing online, you may want to register for our webinars, and then click, here's the call to action, and click here, register here, and here is the link that I have. But that's an example of one. We'll look at a few others as we go. But know that you can put videos there to capture your readers, your followers' attention. The call to action. And we come back here, and the next step, he says on day 10, you want to try to do this. Ooh, I'm almost done. I'm only going to do 15. Hope this helps. On 10, you want to pin tutorials. I think, Jen, you said that you had some tutorials in yours. John's going to share his tonight, I believe. He's got 8,000 followers, he told me, and he's here tonight to share some of the tricks and the tips that he's used in order to get his followers. But you want to pin tutorials, you want to pin quotes, you want to give teasers and images on your boards there. And I like this one because it suggests that you're going to pique the interest of your followers or your prospects so that they will want to read further. They want to click through on your pin. So for day 10, create teaser images for at least one of your teaser image for at least one of your posts. And it's just going to give you practice with doing this for other posts as well. How to take better photographs, for example. 5 things you should always keep in your craft supplies. Examples of what he means by that. Day 11, you want to start repinning, the repinning process. All this means is you want to start pinning your post. You want to choose boards that best fit with that post. I did this today. I was very excited about it because I didn't know how it would work, and it was a little bit startling. But he's saying put that. Everybody should be putting this symbol and on your. It's a bookmark. They call it a bookmarklet on your browser, so that you can actually go out into the internet, and if you run across an article that you might look like, let me see, I'm going to do this as quickly as I can. You like an article, you like a recipe or something on the net, all you have to do is, I'm going to try and just see what this does. Okay, and then I can just pin it right to my board. Now, I'm going to tell you what I tried to do. I went to Facebook. Facebook, of course, won't allow you to do so. But once you do that, you determine which one of the boards you want to post to, and you pick a board. I'm just going to pick any one here. Doesn't matter, just for the sake of illustration right now. And oops, there's an error there, but it'll do that for you. And I know this didn't work because it's just an image there. It's not an article. But that having been said, make sure that you use this as you're going out on the web to see something striking, an image. You can just pick it up and post it right to your Pinterest. Most times these articles that you see already have the widget there, so you don't have to really, well, not working, so best laid plans. So at any rate, we'll go on, and there is an area in your tool section, the Getting Started section, pull-down menu, I'm sorry, the Getting Started section. There's a pull-down menu there that will actually give you directions as how to put the, pin that bookmarklet on your browser. If you've got Chrome, it'll do it for Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, and Firefox. And after you install it, unlike me, you just click the button, you choose your image, and then you pick a board for it to go to. So the task here is just to learn how easy it is to use that Pinterest bookmarklet to attach it to your browser and use it to add some posts to your boards. On day 12, you want to write some compelling descriptions. You may even want to go back through those posts that you have now and rewrite them and include your keywords in them, but don't do what is called keyword stuffing. Make it, you only get 500 words, so you want to be gentle with what you do, and you can write a compelling enough description not to just fill it with keywords over and over again, okay? You don't really need hashtags. Some people use the hashtags on Pinterest. You don't really need them. Some of the ideas that will make for good description, says our trainer, are the following. If you've got recipes, I'm not having a good time with this, but if you have recipes, you want to describe the main ingredients that are there, how the dish is actually prepared. If you've got fashion, the clothing, the designer, what season it should be worn on, worn during, given travel tips, give locations, what kinds of things can be done. And I think I said last evening that the best kind of posts for Pinterest are the do-it-yourself ones. People love those graphics that actually tell you what to do, step 1, step 2, step 3, and show the actual process, the do-it-yourself ones. Photography always will be a great one. You want to tell who the photographer is, the year it was taken, and the subject. And this task for you on this day would simply be to write or to rewrite any descriptions that you have for your pins and make them compelling and make them share-worthy. In other words, people would want to repin them. So rewriting, if you already have one, please go back and check it for keywords. If you don't have them, then the duty and responsibility now would be to fill in those description areas. And use the 500 words that are allotted you. Number 13, I'm thinking, Donna, you'll love this one. You want to go mobile. It's suggesting that 75% of Pinterest users actually, the usage is taking place with mobile devices. That's why we have our mobile marketing on Friday. So the ladies share with us how we can be more effective with our businesses using mobile devices, that being the tablet or the cell phone or the smartphone. But what you need to do with Pinterest is you want to take a look at how your posts and your boards, if you will, are showing up on different devices. And I think Donna mentioned it this morning that some of the information that she puts on her desktop doesn't really, the whole package really changes when she views it from a mobile device. Well, she was saying that something that she was trying to click on, where we have all of the images, she only has one of the tools that's required to be used. She only has one. And I know she was having challenges with her blog using a mobile phone or mobile device. So you have to have time and effort and energy put into your task of making sure that your followers can view your post from a tablet and or from a mobile phone effectively and efficiently. You also want to, on day 14, and I do this anyway, I always look for posts that are inspirational, those that kind of pique my interest. I like to look at them because of their creativity. I also like to get ideas from them. It also helps you when you're looking at these pinned posts to see what typical customers might be interested in, and you're also able to spark your own imaginations. I know your imagination. When I look at some of Ann Moses's capture pages, it shares with me a way in which I could present my information. I think that helps all of us when we look at what others are doing and we get ideas from them. But nonetheless, on day 14, you want to browse other boards to look for inspiration and for marketing campaigns that you can use on your own. Number 15, I don't know too much about this, but what people are doing is hosting contests on Pinterest. I know that they're doing it also. I have Upline who actually had a contest on Facebook. So you can see that a lot of the social media platforms are doing copycat types of things. But Pinterest also has contests. You can create one, find the best pen, or whoever has the best pen kind of contest, and you can give a little prize at the end. But for day 15, just for levity's sake, or also to create an opportunity for building your list, you could create a contest, set up a contest on your blog. You could also print it to your Pinterest, or some kind of way you can make it interface. So that is days 1 through 15 that I wanted to share with you. If you took notes, that's great. If you didn't, we can have this available to you. But hopefully it gave you some ideas as to what you can do with your Pinterest account. Any comments?